Hi everyone! For my special activity I'm going to be making tacos, and I learned this recipe when I was living with some Mexican friends, so hopefully I can cook it as good as they do. Anyway, I'm going to show you the ingredients and then we'll get started. So I've just got some flour tortillas, and in that I'm going to be mashing up some potatoes, and I'll add some salt and pepper to that with cheese. That'll go inside the tortillas, which I will then fry. And also to go in, we have some chicken, lettuce for the top, and for the salsa, I'll just be cutting up some tomatoes and onion. And I have creme fraiche and an avocado for the guacamole. And that's it. So let's get started. So to start with, I'm just going to peel the potatoes, and then I'm going to leave them to boil. And once they're soft enough, I'm going to mash them up, and that will go inside the tortillas. So I've just peeled the potatoes, and I'm going to put some water in just so that they skim the top of the potatoes. And then I'm going to put them on the hob at temperature 6, which is the highest one because they're going to be boiling. So I'll put the lid on, and then while we wait for those to boil, let's chop up the other vegetables. And for the onion, we'll be cutting it into squares. So we'll be cutting down the onion vertically, and then just across like so. And that's what gives you all the little squares. And that's what we'll be putting on top of the tacos. Next comes the tomatoes. Now, one way to do them is to cut all the tomatoes in half and then place them on the tacos like so. Or another way to do it again is to chop them into little squares, just like the onions, and then sprinkle them over the tacos. So it's quite fun really to see which one you prefer, or you can mix and match. So that's what I like about tacos, because it's kind of a fun food. So I'm just going to chop up all of them, and then we'll move on to the lettuce. For the lettuce, what I'm also going to do is chop it up, but another option you can do is just to rip it into pieces of however big that you want. So I'm just going to chop it up, and then that will be another topping. So the next part is the guacamole. I've cut the avocado in half and spooned out the inside, and I've put it in a bowl ready to mix up with the creme fraiche. And it's really simple to spoon out the avocado. It's a really soft vegetable. So you just spoon it and put it in. And with guacamole, you can literally add jalapenos if you like it more spicy, or add a bit of chili, but I'm not very good with that much spicy food. You go again. So I'm just going to leave it as the avocado and cream, because that in itself is quite mild. So that's why I prefer it. But there's, like I said, there's lots of different ways you can prepare it. But now I'm going to add the cream. Go. I don't really think there's a certain amount that I recognise to put in. So what I do is just put a few spoonfuls in, and then I'll mix it up, and I'll see how it turns out. And if I need more, I can always add more. I think I'm pleased with that. As you can see it there, and the consistency should be smooth, which it is, and that should be ready to go. Okay, the potatoes are done, so I'll just leave those to cool down while I do the chicken. Just going to add a little oil, and just place it in ready to fry. Now, you don't have to use chicken. You could just use potato for the filling, which is like vegetarian. And of course, you could add peppers and any other vegetables you want. You could also make ham and cheese tacos, which I've done before, but I thought I'd do a bit of chicken and add some spice in it. I'm going to add some seasoned spice, which has cumin, turmeric, paprika, lots of different flavours. As we can see now, the chicken has got some flavour to it, so we'll leave that to fry. Now with the mash, what I've done is added some cheese and salt and pepper, and now I'm just mixing that up. It's nice and soft from the boiling, and the cheese is melting in with it, which is going to taste good. And I'm going to add in a little bit of butter, just to make it a bit more creamier. And then it should be ready to go inside the tortillas. Now I have the chicken out the pan. I'm just gonna cut it into a little bit smaller pieces. As you can see, it's nicely seasoned with the spice. And now that they're in bite-sized chunks, I'm going to add it to the potato. What I'll do now is prepare the tacos, and then we'll get them ready to be fried. What we have now is the chicken and potato mix and the tacos. So I've just rolled one with the mixture inside. So now what I'll do with this one is spoon the mixture into the middle. Not too much, or else it'll overflow. And then wrap it up. Just like that. What we'll do now, we have some oil in the pan, and now we're ready to fry the tacos. So all I'm going to do is just place one in the oil. And that'll just take a few minutes to cook. And that's what it should look like. And now this one's ready. There we go. As you can now see, the tacos are all fried and finished, and now we can put on our toppings, which is the best bit. So we can put on some guacamole. Like I said earlier, with tacos you can have real fun with them. So you could have a bowl of jalapenos here and some hot sauce if you wanted. Like whatever you want really, it's whatever you can put on tacos, even on the inside too. So now we'll go for some lettuce. We'll throw a few tomatoes on there too. I've made a mixture of the big ones and then the little chopped ones underneath. So really, you can just mix and match what you want. And some onions for extra flavour. And with this, you could also add sour cream, or you could just buy some regular sauce from the supermarket, or you could make your own again. And we will add some cheese on that. There we go. So there you have it, guys. Those are do-it-yourself tacos. Oh yeah, they're a really filling meal. They are fun to make and they are certainly tasty. So I'm going to eat these and thank you for watching.